Kaya is in a weird spot in twos. You'll see a couple of people do it, but usually they're like the Kaya mains of their communities. But then you've got the Ulgrim, which again has been having a resurgence as of late. And then of course the classic Onyx, top of the map, not going to get the KO. Ryze not quite able to find that final blow.
I feel like Kaya fits into team comps really well that aren't necessarily getting like the longest streams, something like a Wushonix, for example, where you're able to kind of weave in and out and disrupt people with spear and bow, really great disjoin, so you can say, okay, don't hit my teammate anymore, or I can follow up very quickly and then get back into disruption.
Sure.
Nice side air there from Soul to close out that stock, and already a stock lead for the red team.
Yeah, really good edge guarding coming out from Soul, just staying right alongside Future, and Marckiemoo was not able to disrupt that from happening. Future already getting into the yellow on this second stock, but nice recovery there, will take down Soul.
Cool to see Marckiemoo on Onyx as well, so we get to see some Marckiemoo cannon, which already looks really, really solid, following up on that side light, or side air with the recovery, I'm sorry. Ryze, nice reversal onto Marckiemoo with that nair. Not enough to KO though on Small Fortress of Lions. Soul jumping away, saying, I've seen this trick before on the ranked ladder.
Okay, that falling nair actually going to get Marckiemoo out of that neutral light coming out from Soul. Downlight side air has enough damage on it. Soul's going to go real high in the sky. Going to try to wait for Ryze to respawn.
Okay, Ryze without a weapon does pick one up. Marckiemoo unarmed as well. The only person still on their first stock and still looking to scrap onto Soul. Unarmed recovery for some extra damage, and a nice little string from Futurebubble, continuing the damage here. Okay, that's the recovery to close out the stock onto Marckiemoo. Futurebubble looking to hold on to this second stock as well. Definitely worse for wear here in terms of the blue team's damage.
Okay, the side light there from Marckiemoo on the back end of Ryze. Futurebubble again in a little bit of trouble there. You saw Marckiemoo back up, go for gravity cancel neutral light, just trying to stall out and let Future get to the wall safely. Down Sig connects, not going to KO, went all the way to the left side.
Oh, nice dodge away. Gets the side air there onto Ryze. That will find a disarm, but Ryze immediately picking up a bow and picking up where they left off, getting some nice damage onto Marckiemoo. Nice end light from Soul as well, and Ryze covering a jump from Futurebubble with a recovery, winning out that Kaya mirror there, but Marckiemoo, the get off me Sig of all get off me Sigs, finding the KO as well.
Yeah, just went right onto the stage and pressed that down heavy button. Not able to follow up off of the hit from Future that sent Ryze flying. Neutral signature going to knock Future up, but Future on that final stock cannot afford to take so much more damage.
Recovery there, Futurebubble holding on. Marckiemoo gets sent off stage by Soul, but dipping down really low, so Soul didn't get tempted to go off stage. Nice double down light into side air to close out the stock onto Marckiemoo. Soul.
Combo.
Team combo into the GC Ensig, clean stuff, but Ryze.
Dude, that's aura, all right? He got the KO, was like, oh, it's a 2v1, I don't need this stock, it's dirty. Let me get a clean one here for the final moments here in game number 1, trying to take down such a high-seeded team. Downlight, trying to go for the team combo, but they're both on the same side, so they're not able to get the black hole they want.
Okay, there we go. Nice nair into recovery. That already disarms and a lot of damage already. Just taking some lance nairs and some bow side lights is enough where you're in a bad spot. Nice pickup of Marckiemoo, but Ryze and Soul will take the game. Ryze really hit a walk-off KO.
Yeah.
Like, just like, I'm good with that. I'm happy. We'll go to the next stock anyway, and sometimes situations like that actually come back to haunt you, but that time, the red team pretty solid. I like this pickup a lot from Ryze there, waiting out as long as possible to still get the GC side light. We'll see this here. Nice little team combo, down light, side air, GC, Ensig, and then Ryze, yeah.
Just walks off.
And I like the attempt from Marckiemoo. He's like, okay, I gotta go for something here, but it's just too low damage on Ogrim to send meaningfully down enough. And we get into the next game. Ryze and Soul already replicating some success from a previous set, but now a new set here. Another opportunity to 3-0. Maybe the blue team need to make some changes.
Yeah, we'll see what adjustments the blue team can do because they're on the same map, all same picks, so it's really going to come down to gameplay. Hopefully they can keep Future alive. He was the one who was having a lot of trouble against this red team.
Okay. A lot of scrapping so far. It's hard to say really who comes out on top of it. The red team seem to be really confident at holding this center stage, though. They will do just that as Soul is just hitting everybody with the lance right now. So much damage on the Ogrim. Nice little team combo from the blue team, but it gets disrupted once again by Kaya. Great disruption legend here.
Oh, he tried to wait it out, but you can hold the down sig for so long. And Futurebubble going to jump right on into that down sig. Meanwhile, Marckiemoo gets launched to the left side by the red team. Tries to get the read there, but the dodge from Soul gets him past Marckiemoo's cannon.
Futurebubble holding on here. Marckiemoo Still on their first stock as well, though, so he's going to look to try to give some space for his teammate off the wall there. Nice recovery from Marckiemoo. Side air comes in, but the KO onto Marckiemoo. Nice pogo. Ryze should be able to make it back. Yes, he does. Futurebubble in a terrible spot here, but the red team haven't really proven that they're willing to go off stage too much. They're willing to let them get back on, but just because you're back on doesn't mean you're not going to take more damage for it. So right back at it with the lance.
Yeah, red team just taking advantage of their strong neutral game, that falling side air from Futurebubble, trying to get the stock count a little bit closer, but once again, Futurebubble in the red already on his second stock. Falling side air, not going to take out Soul.
Picks up his spear once again. Nice side air from Futurebubble, sending Soul back to the right side of the stage, giving some time for isolation, but doesn't really mean all that much. Nice nair there. Marckiemoo getting sent high, recovers to off stage to get some more space to recover. Futurebubble getting disarmed once again, and now the red team continuing to do so much damage here and just playing so stable.
Neutralite still not able to take Soul off of this first stock. Nice down sig. Future gonna just try to put out the long-reaching hitboxes. Marckiemoo gets taken out. Nice side air. Finally takes out Soul, but that is not a trade you want, as it is gonna be Marckiemoo and Futurebubble on their final stocks.
A rare miscue for Marckiemoo, not reading the drift with that ground pound. Could have been a way to get back in this game in a big way, but there Marckiemoo drops it. Now the red team back to their game, into center stage, getting the 1-2 hits, getting back to center. Nice conversion there, side air into recovery. Not enough to KO on Kaya, though. Red team's so tanky.
Oh, that's your teammate. Hits him with the side signature on the back.
Okay.
Tries to fall down there, but Soul with those neutral layers just controlling the airspace. The recovery will take Ryze to the final stock. Blue team with a little bit of hope here. They're going for the team combo. Ryze tries to interrupt, but they still get good damage onto Soul. Not enough to KO, which is what they need, as it's going to be Ryze who gets the KO, and Marckiemoo tries to play the 1v2.
Weapon toss up, recovery, and recovery from Marckiemoo trying to retaliate, but it's just not enough. GC sidelight off of the ground pound, hitting both Soul and Marckiemoo, and Soul capitalizes GC sidelight. And the red team in Ryze and Soul, once again, 2-0 lead over Marckiemoo and Futurebubble.
They are just controlling it here on the Fortress of Lions. A lot of it, like you kind of pointed out, was just their strong ground game, strong presence in the center of the map. And it forces the blue team to do things that I don't think they're really expecting and wanting to do. It feels like they want to go for their team combos, and they just haven't been able to set up.
Yeah, you need some sort of space in order to kind of get things going, especially with a team comp like this. Onyx is really good at creating space, and then Kaya kind of either keeping them off stage or holding the stage control. But versus a legend like Ogrim on the lance makes it so that every time you go for a play like that, you're getting retaliated. It's a lot of nairs, a lot of juggles, a lot of sidelights to scoop landings. It's so difficult to get in this game as the blue team. I think a lot of the onus is on Marckiemoo here to get things going on this cannon and the gauntlets, get things going off stage. We'll see if they can make the changes here or if it's another 3-0 for Ryze and Soul.
Yeah, I think Marckiemoo is
already getting pieced up there.
I was saying he needs to make the openers, but at the same time, I think Futurebubble has to try to box out Ryze, because Ryze has done a really good job of interrupting Marckiemoo and not letting him get any momentum.
Totally agree with that. Nice side air from Soul, getting everybody in the lobby. And the charged up chainsaw will find that KO. Marckiemoo again! It's another one and a double KO from Soul. That's tough, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Both blue team members getting eager against those signatures that you can hold and charge. Both of them ending up jumping into them. Double side light into the recovery, takes out Ryze. Here's the team combo opportunity, goes off stage, goes into the sig, but he misses the down sig. Still converts. Needs another hit, and that nair will do it. Blue team, best showing so far.
Yeah, and kind of staggering the respawn as well, so you get a really long time to get the 2v1 onto Ryze. Nice damage there. You didn't get reversal for it either, so it's definitely just free damage. Futurebubble fighting back to center stage here. Both of them kind of taking harbor on the left side of the stage and then bursting back in. Soul ground pounding to get back to the stage, but Marckiemoo will make it so easy. That's 4 recoveries he's taken just to try to get back to get some resources.
Recovery from Ryze, but Marckiemoo just coming down. Throw in side air after side air. There's the nair at the top of the map. Futurebubble not able to get that KO just yet, but they're getting some good damage here. And Sig as he gets bounced, and a great interrupt there from Soul, so Marckiemoo can't get the recovery.
So it seemed like he had an opportunity to get a reversal there, but instead just letting his teammate land back. Marckiemoo gets the side air nonetheless, and Marckiemoo, I think, has gotten every single KO here so far. I mean, even with Marckiemoo being so dominant, he's still, we're still even stocks here. Even the damage relatively similar as well. Soul, nice little string there, sidelight into nair. Once again, getting the juggles going. Futurebubble stuck on the wall here. They both, the red team members, go to keep Marckiemoo off stage.
Yeah, Marckiemoo got launched so far there. The Ensig could have taken out Soul there, but Marckiemoo ended up interrupting it. Top of the map, Futurebubble with the weapon toss. Keeps him inside of this game.
Marckiemoo chase dodging up, really wanting this juggle to work out. Futurebubble follows up as well, and that's going to be a KO onto Soul. Now Red Team fully on their last stock here. Marckiemoo, sunset of their second stock though. Downlight into side air, onto Ryze. Ryze in a really tough position, but Soul makes some space and like to punish. And both of the Red Team members make it back. Futurebubble has to get back and cannot. And now it's a 2v1 once again. Ryze, I mean, obviously the highest damage in the lobby, but still not going to be so easy to hit Ryze here. Very elusive. Soul picking up a lance once again.
I think the tough thing here for Marckiemoo is he's likely going to be looking for like that one-off hit, just a raw recovery underneath Ryze. And you can see he's trying to dash for it, but meanwhile, Soul just throwing out these neutral airs. Knows that Marckiemoo wants to play a little floaty here, so he can just throw out these big hitboxes. The side air is not going to do it, but it's an opportunity for 1v1. Goes off stage, but Ryze with the neutral air, going to reset things, and Marckiemoo's taking too much damage at this rate.
Oh, the side air. I thought it was lined up there, but Soul not pulling the trigger, just wanting Marckiemoo to get back to stage and make sure his teammate made it back to stage as well. Realizing the strength of this 2v1 sidelight onto Ryze, Marckiemoo cannot capitalize there. The Nair catches Marckiemoo's dodge. Marckiemoo definitely got it back there, though. Now getting disarmed, picking up a cannon, though, going for the down air. Every time Marckiemoo picks up a weapon, wanting to overshoot to try to catch Ryze in the corner, but just Ryze has been too elusive on the wall.
I mean, Ryze knows if he falls, that's going to be so much worse for the red team, so he is playing extra elusive, staying back. Marckiemoo going to try to go for this 1v1 against Soul. Here's the side air. Two weapon tosses. They're both unarmed, so Marckiemoo should be able to come up safely, but there's a downlight. Markiemoo's taking too much damage now.
Soul realizing just one hit separates them from a top 8 here at the official. Can you find it here, though? Marckiemoo still holding on to the stock, going for another overshoot, trying to call out Ryze, but the GC signature catches Marckiemoo, and Ryze and Soul replicate last year's success with another 3-0 over Marckiemoo and Futurebubble.
Upset after upset after upset to make their ways into the top 8 of the North American doubles. Marckiemoo and Future are now on the elimination side with so many other big names. The only team that